The Miller house sat at the end of a quiet street in Cedar Ridge, Indiana, where maple trees arched over the road like tired guardians. For months, the house had been filled with a kind of silence that didn't rest, it waited. After the divorce, nothing sounded the same. Morning coffee brewed without conversation. Doors closed too softly. Even the old clock in the hallway seemed to tick more carefully, as if afraid of reminding anyone that time was still moving. Laura Miller hadn't planned on becoming the kind of mother who learned how to cry without sound. But life had shifted, and she learned quickly. She worked 2 jobs now, one at the local insurance office, the other cleaning classrooms after hours. She did it all with a quiet determination, because someone had to keep things together. Her son, Jake, was 16 and angry in a way that felt bottomless. He wore headphones everywhere, not for the music, but for the wall they built. His grades slipped. His temper flared. He blamed his father for leaving and his mother for staying strong when everything hurt. Emily, 12, reacted differently. She tried to fix things. She folded laundry without being asked. She smiled too much. She said, "It's okay," even when it wasn't. At night, she whispered prayers into the darkness, asking God to put their family back the way it used to be. Their father, Tom, lived 20 minutes away in a small apartment that never quite felt like home. He showed up on weekends with fast food and forced cheerfulness, pretending that his absence hadn't left dents in his children's hearts. He wanted forgiveness before he had learned how to ask for it. The breaking point came on a rainy Thursday evening. Jake didn't come home after school. Laura drove through town with her heart pounding, calling his phone again and again. When she finally found him sitting under the bleachers at the high school football field, soaked and shaking, her fear burst into something raw. "What are you doing?" she cried. Jake looked up at her, eyes red. "I don't want to go home. It doesn't feel like one anymore." The words hit harder than any argument ever could. That night, Laura made a decision she had been avoiding. They needed help. Family therapy felt awkward at first, 4 people sitting in a circle, each guarding their pain like a secret. Jake barely spoke. Emily twisted her fingers together. Tom stared at the floor. Laura did most of the talking, until she realized something important. Healing wasn't about talking more. It was about listening better. Week by week, the walls thinned. Jake admitted he felt abandoned. Emily confessed she was tired of being the strong one. Tom finally said the words he had swallowed for too long. "I was wrong to leave the way I did." Laura allowed herself to say, "I can't do this alone." Spring arrived slowly, like it was unsure if it was welcome. Tom began showing up consistently, not with promises, but with presence. He helped with homework. He listened without defending himself. He accepted the discomfort of earning trust instead of demanding it. Jake returned to basketball. His anger softened into something manageable. Emily started laughing again, real laughter, the kind that surprised even her. One evening, the family sat together on the front porch, watching the sky fade into pink and gold. No one pretended everything was perfect. It wasn't, but it was honest. "I think we're different now," Emily said quietly. Laura nodded. "Different doesn't mean broken." Tom swallowed hard. Jake leaned back in his chair, silent but calm. The house still remembered the silence, but it no longer lived there. Because healing, they learned, wasn't about erasing the past. It was about choosing one another again, in smaller, braver ways, every single day. Healing isn't about forgetting. It's about choosing love over pride. It's worth it every single time.